Here we are pulling into the port of Tortola. Tortola was a beautiful island. I mean, I really enjoyed being on Tortola, the beach that we went to for our excursion booked through Disney, because I'm always afraid of missing the boat, our ship. And here I am sitting on the veranda. I had already gotten my specialty coffee for the morning and just watching the sunrise and pulling into the port itself with all the beautiful islands. Pulling into Tortola, there's a rainbow over there, hard to see, but it's there. There's a beach. I wonder if that's the beach we're going to, I don't know. I think there's a tugboat up there, or no, that's just a boat. That morning we just had a quick breakfast up in Cabanas. Cabanas was located really conveniently to our room, straight up on the back elevators. Then we headed to the Walt Disney Theater to get into our group. We were in the Pumbaa group. And we were headed to a beach for a beach day excursion and kind of tour of the island. Watching them clean the ship, it just fascinated me that they were keeping it so spick and span clean using those high pressure hoses. And you can see it clearly as you got off the ship. Arriving at Tortola was quick and easy. The pier was right there next to the ship. We were docked right next to the pier, walk off, and you got a great view of the Fantasy and just exactly how huge this ship is. And then we were headed over to some buses or trucks. They were going to give us a tour of the island and then drive us down to our beach. I believe we were on the Zootopia bus. Yeah, it was, all the buses were painted and themed. It's really cool. And you'll see that I was well covered up. Had my hat on, long sleeve, swim protection, sunscreen shirt that I bought on the ship. I don't do well with sun. I like the sun. I like being out in the sun. I don't do well with it. And I'll burn up. I'll look like a crispy potato chip. Here we are on Tortola. There's the Fantasy over there. I think it's the only ship that I see parked, docked, whatever. Right, currently. We're going up the mountain, out the beach, somewhere.
So now as we leave in the cruise ship dock, guys, this here of Vineyard.
Our driver was a lot of fun. Actually, he was well worth the tip that we gave him at the end. And he gave us the history of the island, came up with some jokes, and especially when he saw chickens in the road or goats on the side of the road, that was a lot of fun. And there were beautiful views. I can recommend this excursion if you want to see the views of the mountains. The beach, however, we didn't get enough time on the beach. You know, I would like to have more time on the beach, but I was glad that we got back to the ship earlier because we can do some things on the ship. something else I don't do well with is heights, and we were way up. And while my sister, she would just hop over to the side of the road, take a picture. Me, I wasn't dealing well with the heights, even though the scenery was beautiful. I was not getting next to that edge of that mountain that we were on.
Islands that he saw when he came. He said these islands remind him of St. Ursula and her 11,000 virgins. That's why we got the name Virgin Islands. And if you want to know what gold in the 400 jumper runner, he won the gold. And the PBI flag have the British logo flag on our flag, and a lady holding 11 things in her hand that represents St. Ursula and her 11,000 virgins. Then also in the 1600, this island was given to the Queen as a gift. That's why today we're called British Virgin Islands.
You can see the view of the capital. Most of the capital was water after 75 years ago, but the last bit of drink was 20 years ago. Under the sun. I remember when I was a little boy, going out to food to the chickens and the dogs, everybody's hanging out. The roosters wake up in the morning.
While you don't see all of this wall, this painted wall in the vlog, it was quite extensive. It was long. It took a good 5, 6, 7 minutes for our driver to tell us the history of it, behind it. Now the artwork was beautiful, but to be honest, I think I would have rather gotten to the beach a little bit faster. Not skip the wall, but you know, I didn't need to hear every history of every scene, but that's okay. It was fascinating to hear the history of the island itself, and the artwork was really, really cool to see from local artists. Under the sun. Yes, I'll come back to you. No, I won't ask where you run. Under the sun. Yes, I'll come back to you. Then I'll ask, what have we done under the sun? Yes, I'll come back to you. Then I'll ask, what have we done under the sun? Yes, I'll come back to you. Then I'll ask, what have we done under the sun? Yes, I'll come back to you. Then I'll ask, what have we done under the sun? Yes, I'll come back to you. Then I'll ask, what have we done under the sun? Yes, I'll come back to you. Then I'll ask, what have we done under the sun? Yes, I'll come back to you. Coming down on the other side of the mountain, we could actually see where we were going and the beach that we were actually headed to, and it was actually Cane Garden Bay, and it's a nice little beach, nice little secluded beach. I think I still like Castaway Cay better, but the views from the beach were wonderful. We only got an hour there. That was the difficult part, but I got in the water a little bit. Didn't take off that sunscreen shirt though. Tokyo Disneyland in Tortola. All right, that's about as far. Oh no. This water's cold. Not really, it's not bad actually. I didn't want to get wet though. Or that wet. I don't see any fish. Let me see everything. What? In the end, the excursion was well worth the money we spent. I enjoyed learning the history of Tortola and seeing the smile on my sister's face. Charity was really happy that we could check off a beach. She has a goal of seeing 50 beaches before she turns 50, and check one off for her. Well, the hour is up. It was time to get back on our themed bus. We were, again, on the Zootopia. I kind of preferred the Pirates of the Caribbean bus, though. But they were all pretty cool to see. Pretty amazing. And time to go back to the ship. I'm gonna admit, I didn't quite understand the concept of giving this gentleman money as we passed by his little hut as he was playing music and holding out a basket, but it's okay. I just thought it was like a Tortola tow road. That's all I counted it as, and you know, part of the culture. Time to say goodbye to Tortola and get back on the fantasy. I hope to see Tortola again someday with my grandchildren and my wife. Of course, I loved going there with my sister, But of course, I want to take my family to see all these beautiful places around the world. Back on the Fantasy, we would have a quick lunch up at Cabanas. Of course, my lunch included a lot of boiled shrimp. Then it was time for Goofy Golf. Now, I like the mini golf on the ship, but they have changed the balls to these little wooden balls, and they don't roll very well.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. There you go. Oh, you keep the score? In the end, I would win, of course. But it was thanks to a hole-in-one on the last hole and a disastrous last hole for charity. That was my only saving grace. What is the name of this stuff? Sweet on You. Looks good, but I just ate. They see a Fruit Loop one. What the heck is Fruit Loop? Frozen yogurt Fruit Loop. And they got all kinds of candy and stuff over here. Oh, they got Goofy Gummies. While Charity enjoys several ice creams from this shop, I never did get anything. And it's one of the things I regret. I wish I would have actually gotten a banana split or one of the sundaes, specialty sundaes. I never did get around to it. After checking out the Sweet on You shop, it was time to go back to the room, get the sand off of us, and wash some clothes. Now, the machines on this ship were complicated, but we almost had an emergency. Charity accidentally left Olu Mail down in the laundry room and had to run back and get him. She panicked a little bit.
The name be Johnny Run, but I insist you call me J.R. Question for ye all. If you be ready for pirate fun and adventure, let me hear you shout, aye, aye! Time to band together and welcome the most adventurous swashbucklers ever to sail the seven seas! And the most fun bunch of pirates I know! Please welcome Mickey's Pirate Crew!
That your crew succeeds, we get the ship back. And you will leave hearing all of us chant, "Hook is a codfish, hook is a codfish, hook is a codfish, hook is a codfish."
The violinist that was out in the atrium several nights, but especially this night, she was incredible, quite entertaining. I enjoyed watching her. I enjoyed the reaction she got from the guests and audience. It was great. I don't really remember what we had for dinner on Pirates Night. It's a Pirates menu, but I know the sun had gotten me exhausted. Now, I had bought a special shirt for Pirates Night, but I was so tired from being out in the sun. I did make it through the fireworks, though.
I have no room for lazy pirates upon my ship. Ah, that's right. No lazy pirates allowed. Everyone, let's show Captain Jack what we do with a lazy pirate. All right, I'm going to teach you a new song, and this one has a bit of call and response. That's what you do with a lazy pirate. And a lot more explosives. Then run out the cannons, load the powder and light the fuses. Here's to my new crew and new adventures. A pirate's life for me. Everyone, a pirate's life for me!
Okay, everyone, TokyoDisneyDad here, and that was our first non-sea day spent on the beautiful island of Tortola. I really enjoyed the scenery from the higher parts of the mountains. Even though I have a problem with heights, still the scenery was beautiful. The beach was nice. Not the nicest beach I've ever been on, but it was a nice beach. I don't do well in the sun, so I covered up as much as I could. Because I did not want to get sunburned. I've been sunburned before with the ship leaving the dock, and it was not a good experience. This is also Pirates Night. Lots of fun to see both pirate shows. Dinner was good. I don't remember what I ate. It was standard Pirates menu, and we were back in the Royal Court. I believe that was where we were, yes. And my sister got that kids glass, but it was the first time that Thomas, our waiter, had really done a really good job. You know, they were improving by then, and so here we are, the third or fourth night into this cruise, and we finally are getting a waiter, wait staff that were improving and doing a better job than they were. Paying attention to Charity's allergies a little bit better, even though I believe she ordered off the kids menu this night. I think she ordered a standard steak and fries, but that's okay. We almost lost Olumel. Charity panicked a bit, and everybody was giving me compliments on my shirt that night. Not this shirt, the pirate shirt I ordered. It was the first night that everybody was paying attention to me versus Charity, and I felt good. Even when we would get pictures taken, they were complimenting the shirt, and I really enjoyed it. Now, during this day, we did lots of things that you didn't see. Again, things from my point of view, but just I wasn't gonna YouTube things. I just takes a video for you guys and for myself for memory's sakes. Now, during this day, we also took care of the suitcase problem, the suitcase issue, I should say. And it went from this to that. And I have a new suitcase. I really like it. Now, here's the situation and what the final outcome was. They fixed the suitcase, and whatever engineer did it, I will give them credit. They did a really good job on fixing it. But again, I felt like I had to travel all the way back across the globe with this suitcase with a hole in it. And, you know, the hole was still quite visible, even though it was repaired. Whoever did it, great job. Thumbs up on that. So I asked them for a new suitcase. Well, they offered me a standard suitcase that they have on board, but the suitcase was smaller than the orange suitcase that I already had. I knew everything wasn't going to fit. So I said, okay, how about, can you give me some kind of credit to get a larger suitcase in the gift shop? You know, it doesn't have to be a full credit for, I understand that because my suitcase is old. So they gave me $100 credit towards a $200 suitcase. That Mickey suitcase was $200, but in the end it cost me $100 because they gave me $100 credit towards it. I got to keep the orange suitcase, and I'll give you the update to it. It made it all the way back to Japan, but 30 seconds, and I mean literally 30 seconds, but coming through my house door, that wheel exploded, and I mean just fell off. And so I was glad that it made it this far, and I appreciate that suitcase for doing a good job and the engineer for getting it fixed enough to get it back. It held mostly souvenirs and stuff like that that wasn't going to be breakable, so there wasn't a lot in there, but I did need it. I spent a lot of money so to get souvenirs, so I had a lot of stuff to bring home. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up here. What's coming up on the channel? Well, we'll continue this series with St. Thomas. We'll see if I like St. Thomas as much as I like Tortola. We'll see. But in between that, I've got a video from a vlog from DisneySea. It was mine and my wife, Kiyomi. It was our anniversary. We took our TokyoDisneyDad, Tokyo Disney Mom trip to DisneySea for an overnight trip. Wonderful day, but it was super crowded. Not going to tell you about the day. You can watch it coming soon. It's already mostly edited. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this one, Tortola, the fireworks. Didn't get the best view of the fireworks. I recommend going up on the top deck better, but it was okay. I've seen the fireworks before, although it was Charity's first time. So I'll end it here the same way I always do. Be kind, be positive, be you. And I'll see you again real soon in DisneySea and back on St. Thomas with a different vlog.